want to play dudes on a map game in under 40 minutes and not like for 3 hours, then I got something for you. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to talk about KITARA, but you already know that from the title of this video, of course. This is a 40 minutes dudes on a map game that goes from 2 to 4 players, and you will be playing these African tribes that are battling for the territory and the survival, and all of that in 40 minutes or less, depending how many players you play. Let me show you what comes in this box and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, let's check out KITARA, and let me show you how great this game looks. Okay, so these are the rules, and as you can see there's like 7 pages of rules. Pretty simple, and there's lots of empty space, lots of examples. So yeah, the rules for this game are pretty darn simple. So first of all, you have this map. This is a 2-player map, so you will play this if you play 2-player game of KITARA. And then you have this a little bit bigger map that you can play if you are playing 3 or 4 players. This one is for 4 players, as it says over here, and this one that has a few spaces less is for 3 players. So depending if you're playing 2, 3 or 4 players, you will choose a map accordingly. So let me just remove this for a second. So each of the players will get their own playmat. So if you are playing this blue or yellow or red or green, and all the symbols are explained here, so you can see all the symbols, what they are meaning, what is their meaning and what they do. And over here it is just your turn, how it goes. So first you need to draft, then recruit, then move, then score, then manage. So you will go through these motions, each of the players will on their own turn, and at the end who has the most points is the winner. So all the components are same, so I'm just going to show you components for one of the players. So you have 3 type of units. You have like a regular worker guy, you have this like a big rhino hero thingy going on, and you have this I don't know, is it a dude sitting on a chair? I think it's lion with something on his head. I'm really not sure what it is, but yeah. You also here have a tracker, so to track how many moves you used on this turn, and this is to just track your points. And these are all the components that you get for your game. Now, one thing I wish is that these heroes, you see this is a rhino, but rhino shows up on the yellow board, and that's fine. Like no, this is not a rhino. No, this is the rhino on a green. So on a green we have a rhino. So I wish that maybe they created a different, like if this is like some sort of a buffalo or something, then it should have been like a buffalo, maybe resembling a buffalo. But it's fine. It is just like I'm nitpicking now because I was really hoping that I will play with buffaloes since I'm blue, but no, that's not going to happen. So we get a first player token. We get some tokens to mark points if you go over 40 and over 60, which is not unusual. And you have bunch of tokens in this bag, and these are also your points that you will collect through the game if you are attacking with your hero, and you will draw these depending how many attacks your hero did, and then you will choose only one of these and return the rest. So that's really nice thing that mitigates sort of a bad luck at the drawing, because I can attack like 3 or 4 times, and then I get a 3, 4 and a 5, and of course I will return 3 and a 4, and I will keep 5 for myself, right? Pretty easy, pretty simple, really nice mitigation of bad luck drawing from the bag. And then we have 2 deck of cards. We have a blue and a red. Red is more of advanced deck for advanced games, but I think you can play, if you are just like a regular gamer, you can start with the red easily, even though the rules say that you should start with the blue deck first. And basically on your turn all of you will start with one card that says 0, and then card will progress 1 and 2 and 3. You will put them in that order in a deck, so they will come out that way. So basically this one, as you can see, perfectly matches with what you do on your turn. So first you draft, and you will have, so not these zeros, you will have 6 cards on your turn to choose from. And if you have only 2 cards here, that means that you can only choose from either of these 2 cards. And you, for example, choose this one and put it in your kingdom, so to say. And now from the next turn, and now comes the recruit phase. You already have these 3 guys. You start with them, and now you can recruit this one extra. So you will put them in on your board, and you now can move up to 3 times with your armies. You can, you don't have to. And slowly, as the game progresses, you will be building more powerful and powerful cards, and at the end of the game you will probably have about 5 or 6 cards in your kingdom. And as you can see, this one, if you put it, it gives you no army, but it gives you 3 points each turn, each and every turn until the end of the game. But it comes late in the game, so you will not like earn bajillion points from it. This one lets you recruit 2 heroes, which means you can collect lots of those tokens. You only keep 1, but you can collect lots of them, and maybe be sure to get 5 from the bag. And you get 2 moves, which is absolutely awesome. And as you can see, this one gives you 3 moves, and this one lets you recruit 3 of these lion thingies. And the beauty of the game is that all of the components, all of these guys, everybody is worth 1, but they all have some special abilities, as I already mentioned. So let me just quickly take out the map. Oh man, doesn't want to go out. Come on. So basically, with the hero, if you attack, if you can't move over the lakes, of course, but if you attack with the hero, you will get those tokens that I was mentioning about. And you need to have in control at the end of your turn these yellow spaces. Otherwise, if you don't have as many cards you have here, you have to have that many spaces, yellow spaces, control on the board. And if you don't, you have to discard some cards. And these guys, these like lion or whatever they are, if you have them on the green spaces where are the lost temples, they will bring you a bunch of points. So, and the regular guys just are regular guys. They go around and fight with each other. And basically, yeah, that is that. Also, you need to feed your workers, as I mentioned, but in the red deck, there are some cards that have this yellow thing over here. That means you don't have to have this card feeds itself, so to say. And you will play this for, depending in how many players you are playing, for a set amount of rounds. And at the end of the game, you will tally up your score, and who has the most points is the winner. And basically, yeah, that's what comes in the box of KITARA. Okay, so that was KITARA, a 40 minutes dudes on a map game by Iello. Now, this is by far not like the regular dudes on a map game. There's not that many things going on here, you know. You don't have like million stats for different units and stuff like that. This is very simple and easy game to teach, easy game to learn, but it has some strategy in it. It is not just like there's no luck in here. Everything is based on your choices and what you want to do. So basically, the game revolves around these cards. You will acquire these cards. You will recruit units that way, and then you will move them depending what cards say that you can do. Some cards will give you like heavy units, like 3 units or more. Some will give you more cards to choose from. Some will give you just straight up points. Some of them you don't even have to feed. In this game, you have to feed your workers, your forces, so to say. So you need to be very careful, because you need to go and grab as much territory as you can so you don't lose cards, because losing cards means you are losing units, points, or whatever these cards brings you. And if you spread yourself too thin, like I did, I spread all over the map thinking if I have huge territory, if I control lots of these temple points, I get lots of points. That's good in a short run, but in a long run, if you know, like this one, slows and steady wins the race thing has happened to me. So yeah, I was playing 2-player game against my wife, and I was constantly in a front. She could not catch up to me, but slowly she would, like 1 point, 2 points, she was closer, but I was not worried. I thought, yeah, she can get to me. And then last 2 turns I spread too thin. She managed to chase away my units, and I was not able to feed all of my cards because she did some nice maneuvering around the board. The great thing is about this game, things that I really liked, is that you never lose your units. So you only lose units if you lose cards that give you those units, then you need to remove the units. But if somebody attacks you, you just need to retreat your units to the closest area that you already have units. And there is a great tactic in there, because the person, all the components, all the little units are worth 1 point, and when you are attacking, you have to have more attackers than there is defenders. You can't go same or lower, you have to have more. And depending how you want to retreat and where you can retreat, you can block their further attacks, so they cannot attack more and more spaces and get more and more points, and you maybe even manage to hurt them, so they can't have those yellow areas in their possession to to feed those cards, and they lose those cards. As you can see, there's a lot of things going on in here, but they're pretty simple but yet so strategic that I just adore this game. Now, my wife, she's not like a super heavy gamer. She's not into these games like dudes on a map, let's duke it out, let's fight each other. You know, she's not like that much into those types of games that are like this game. This game is inherently conflict. It pushes you to a conflict. So it is not optional. The conflict is not an option. So yeah, and she loves it just because the simplicity of it, but yet the strategy, there's some strategy in it, and it is just great easy game if you want to play some dudes on a map. Like, one more thing I have to say is, like, I like these dudes on a map games, like that are more like bigger, like I don't know, Blood Rage, like what's the name? Oh man, Kemet is great. I just love those games and I love to play them. But you know, I can't play them with my wife. And this game I can play literally with anyone, because if you play it with the hardcore gamers, they will also have fun because there's lots of strategy in here. But if you're playing with the like more casual gamers, and they're still able to beat you, and they will also like it because it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward, just few little things that you need to do on your turn. Super great game. So if you are on a market for a dudes on a map game, but you don't have like 2 maybe 3 hours, how usually those games last, and that have like a whole book of rules, check out KITARA. It is an absolutely great game. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Thank you all for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking or even disliking this video. It's all up to you. Do check out my Patreon. There's really a great campaign going on right now over there, and you can be a part of it for only merely $2 a month, and you will help my channel greatly that way. And yeah, please do join me next time when I will be blessing rains down in Africa. And until then, pozdrav. Do you want to play the game too thin and I didn't score enough points? I don't know. It is just great how this game works. Okay, and I must say, I must say.